So, what a lot of people don't tell you about working on old cars is you really need to be delicate. Take your time. You don't want to do anything too drastic. What's up? This is Casey from Casey's Customs. In this series, I am building a hot rod for under $3,500. In this video, we get the cowl braced up, we align our doors so that they're not sagging as bad as they were, and we also install some brand new rocker panels. Let's get going. Also, I was going to say, the Let's Cut Some Shit design t-shirt is up on my merch site. I had the graphic designer do a wild version and a mild version. That was a couple things people were asking about, but let's get going. I like the way men taste. Your Honor, I saw her with another lover, and I swear my heart just broke as it happened, and I could not control myself once I got my shotgun out. And yes, they did both die. oh, here we go. Building bombs makes me feel normal. So, I get sent a lot of sponsor stuff, a lot of products for sponsors, to try out. They want to be a part of the shop. They want to get a little bit of promotion. They want to, sometimes they send me a lot of cool stuff. They had a company send me these as blue light safety glasses. These are really good for when you're in front of a computer. They're probably the worst safety glasses I've ever seen though. And I look like an absolute psychopath with these on. And I just feel like people should know that. So this is one of the times where I will not be releasing the sponsor's name. And we will go ahead and put these on a shelf and not promote them at all. Unless, of course, you want to pull a Jeffrey Dahmer and start eating people, then, Google clear frame glasses. All right, let's get to work. So we got the Stranger Danger glasses put on the shelf, and we can get back to work on the 1951 Chevy under $3,500 hot rod. Right now, my hood is fitting about as bad as any hood has ever fit in the history of automobiles. I was going to start on this video, but the way to fix that, the way I want to fix it rather, is I'm going to cut right along the edge of that. I will have this seam stuck together when I weld it, so it'll be an absolute perfect seam that I butt the two ends up. The problem is I need that to be a 90-degree bend. I don't have a sheet metal brake or sheet metal bender that is 5 foot long, so I have no way to do that. I have a little 2-foot one. I was going to try and do it in sections, but I think that'll just not give me the perfect bend that I want. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to go down to a sheet metal shop here in town, have them bend me up just some little, I only need a 1-inch piece with a 1-inch bend on it, essentially. If they made thin enough angle iron, you can buy angle iron, but angle iron is all way too thick for something like this. So I'm going to go down to the sheet metal shop, have those bend them up for me, and then hopefully if they get them done in a couple days, we can get that started this video. But I love those guys down there, but they don't usually work quick. My last sheet metal order took 2 weeks. So what we're going to do this video is not scratch this pretty Plymouth. We are going to go ahead and start on these horrible door gaps and go ahead and get the rocker panels in. These rockers are gone. They're just absolutely shit. But I have brand new ones somewhere here in the shop. I'll find them. We really needed to do this earlier anyway, because this can all affect your front end fitment and whatever. But I've kind of put it up to where it needs to be whenever I was fitting the front end. And also, I haven't made any mounts down here at the bottom. So I've left all that loose in case it needed to move around. So what we're going to do, cut out the old rockers. They're barely even there. You should put your rockers on with the door on so you know exactly where it's going to be and your gaps will be perfect. But everything is so bad on this, I might pop it off. But I'll know more whenever I start digging into it. So let's do that. Rocker panels should never come out that easily. What happens when you buy cheap shit? Good news is it's the right shape. Okay, so if you're new to this channel, or you're new to this series rather, nothing's really mounted. We're still kind of just sitting on here. Here's my problem. When I jack up the door, right there is where it needs to be. If I overbend it, that technically should let it come back down. The problem is I have some mounts in here, but they're not super solid. So whenever I drop it, it just drops right back into where it's at. Now, you would think, well, Casey, that's because you cut everything up. And you would be right, but you'd also be wrong. When this was still just a 51 Chevy before we did any chassis swap, these doors were sagging and fitting real bad because they are way out of adjustment and just it's been hammered. It got hit up top really hard. We're gonna handle this here in an upcoming episode. But what I'm gonna do, I wanted to readjust the door and, you know, just readjust everything because they're all so out of whack. But I think what would be better would be to take my front clip off. It's not super hard. Take the front clip off, jack this door up, both of the doors, to where they shut right. And then we will really mount all of this cowl in the front of the door solid to the Blazer frame, and I think that should kind of keep everything okay. And then if we need to, we can readjust our fenders and stuff. I could also leave it where it's at and shim the bottom of the door. You can put shims in it, but I think, because right now there's no shims in it, it looks like, I think I'd rather just cut stuff up and make it fit instead of running like, you know, 1/2 inches of shims in my door. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop the front clip off, and we'll see if that doesn't help. It might not. We still might end up having to shim the door and shit anyway, but I want to try that first. You just have to look at stuff like as far off as this is. In a normal fitting door, you would be just as far off over here, and I'm not. I'm actually super tight over here in some spots. So it's definitely got some damage, and it's definitely got a couple funky things going on other than just being out of alignment. But I still think it'll probably be best to pop the front end off and, you know, start tweaking with that. Once we get that solid and the door is opening, shutting closer, it probably won't be perfect without a rocker, but once I get it up some and it's shutting a lot closer, we'll stick the rocker on there, and then we'll start fitting it a little bit better. I'm stalling because I got to take all this shit off, but let's take the front clip off. Well, a lot of people don't tell you about working on old cars. You really need to be delicate. You really want to work on it with kid gloves and just, you know, take your time. You don't want to do anything too drastic.
Two hours later.
Not hitting back here. See that? It's hitting there, and I'm not even close to where I want to be back here yet. It's a little better. We actually moved it a touch, so that's nice. What we need to do now is we might need to cut one of those braces we put on, see if that'll let it move a little bit, and then re-brace it with a lot heavier duty stuff. Well, not even necessarily heavy duty, but just more of it. Woo, that big size will take it out of you. Okay, see what happens. Doesn't drop a lot. Doesn't drop a lot, but you know what? It's a lot better than it was. What is dropping? Oh, that's my whole cowl moving. That's my Blazer cowl moving. The actual Blazer cowl is moving not as much as, it's not nearly moving as much as the Chevy, but it is moving. So we need to get that braced up a little bit better. Okay, we have noisy every time. You're so noisy, bro. We have 2 plates. Well, no, I take it back. We put 3 plates added on this side. We're gonna do the drop and see what happens. I think we're pretty close. I'm not sure. Oh, look at that. Yahtzee. Check it out. Booyah. Love it. Still have a gap down here, which is probably because my quarter panel is still not moved. So what we'll do, since our door is actually fitting, what I'll do is when I put on the rocker panel, I will try and push this in some. It might not let me. We might have to fix that gap within the door, but I think I can take a come along and kind of push that forward and just get a little bit, you know, I don't need a ton, but I want that gap up there to be down here. Now this could still be adjusted in the door. It's like I said, you can shim the door, but I think we get a come along and we put our new rocker on, it'll pull it tight. I want you guys to know I'm high fucking tech, okay? I got a ratchet strap tied to a, you know, a seat mount across the seat, probably ruining the leather. But if we just, I get one more. Oh, that's tight. I think, let me check. Oh, boys, we are there. Oh my God, I did it. We have to put this rocker on right now before something moves. Cool story, check this out. These are, I don't know, about 6 inches too short. So that's why you don't buy cheap shit. I don't know if I'm gonna wait for a new pair or if I'm just gonna extend them, but either way, I'm done for today because that's pissing me off.
The next day.
Okay, it is the next day. I'm still very upset that the rocker panels are too short, but I did some research and I can get other ones, but it's gonna take 2 weeks or a week and a half, and really, they're not much better than these, but I think they are about 4 inches longer than the ones I have. I have no idea why these are so short. I don't know if maybe these were meant for, I don't know, like somebody that only needed to replace the middle side. I don't know. I've never had them come short before. Anyways, after all that, after all the bitching and moaning last night and looking at ordering new ones, we're just gonna go ahead and modify this one. I'm just gonna add, whatever, 6 inches to them, put the bends on it, and then we'll just tack weld it so it just looks like an extension, and we'll get that up in there. Good news is I was in a pissy mood because of all this. Came in today, saw the door, and just made me happy. Door's fucking fitting perfect. So let's get this rocker put in here, and then we'll do all of this again on the driver's side. Yeah. We got our little extension on there. Now it's time to try and set this rocker in. There's like so many little things I have to do. There's no way I can show it all on camera, but basically whenever there's not much there, which is what this is, you clamp to the side where you have the most meat, which would be over there. And then basically I will run it along the door so that I have a good gap. Then I'll have to build the front so that it actually has something to weld to. Because right now there's just nothing up in the front of the rocker, it's just floating. So I'm gonna do all that, but it's just too much to it's too much to show and too much to explain. So we'll time lapse it like we always do. But basically I'm gonna be messing with this side for another 2 hours. Oh my goodness gracious. Rocker is on. Gap is pretty good. Ran into some lead over there on my weld seam, so that was kind of fun and toxic and probably have cancer now. It happens, but super happy. This is really nice. This is one of those things that kind of needed done, you know, since I got the car, essentially. There's still a little bit of play in the door, but you can tell it's not from anything moving, it's just from slop in the door, and I can fix that whenever I adjust it, if it needs new bushings or whatever. But, I mean, door fitting good with a rocker on is just so awesome. It looks great. What we're gonna do now is do all of that again on the other side. We have to do all of our bracing. This is 3/16 plate, so it's some really heavy duty shit. I got a couple more pieces of that, and we're gonna do all that boxing on the other side and then put the rocker in just like we did over here. The only problem we have over here is it's not the best camera angle. I'm gonna try and get you guys I'll probably go turn that light off. That'll probably help. But I'm gonna try and get you guys in here best I can, but we'll see what happens. This also took an incredible amount of time, so I don't know how far we're gonna get on this episode. I'd like to get both the rockers done, both the doors adjusted, get the front clip back on so we can kind of look at everything again while we're waiting on those strips for the front, for the hood gaps. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. So many hours in this damn thing. Weekly videos are a bitch, man. We got a little more delicate work that needs done. So I got the door fitting good, but I'm trying to fit the rocker now. It's a whole thing. Nothing's fitting very well. I had to cut some of this out, and when I cut it, a bunch of crap fell out. Anybody that's ever worked on old cars, you know it's fun. Now, this I wasn't expecting. That is a bone to something. I don't know what kind of bone, maybe a hip bone. But yeah, so that's cool. That's cool. He's got a rocker. And the door is fitting about as good as I can. With my roof all messed up, my gap is way too tight, but I can move that out a little bit. I also can't really set the fender gap because it's just too beat up. So here probably in the next episode or two, we're gonna just have to get down and start fixing all this so we can kind of start fixing some of these gaps. I don't know. I might fix it when I chop it too. It'll be a lot easier whenever the roof is off, but we'll see. I don't know. I'm super happy that the doors are fitting well. They're actually not slanting down 2 inches. And this side over here looks really good. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. We're going to throw the hood on and call this an episode. This, as I say every week lately, this was so much goddamn work. Just a ridiculous amount of work to get these all done. But weekly episode is done. Everybody likes to watch me put these hoods on. Because I do such a good job, I think. I actually don't know why people like to watch it, but I think it's just because I do such a good job. Oh, that's heavy. Mint! I'm so in love with you. You got me down again. Thank you guys very much for watching. This was a very dirty and disgusting job, but I'm very happy that it was done. I was really worried that the body was in a real bad bind and it wasn't going to be something I could fix without having to make a lot of, really drastic cuts. Luckily, that wasn't the case. This roof does have a lot of damage, but luckily it's not affecting my doors nearly as much as I thought it was. We just had a bunch of other problems going on, but we got that taken care of. In the next episode, I'm going to have my bent sheet metal pieces. Those will be in, so we're going to start tackling that. So hopefully we can get the gaps done on the fenders and hood and basically finish up the rest of the sheet metal work. So stay tuned for all that. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff they tell you to do in videos, and check out some more of my other videos. Peace.
I've really been addicted to you. All of my attention I've been giving to you. Caught up in my feelings, I got feelings for you. Caught up in my feelings, I got feelings for you. On my mind.